Hi, everybody. My name is Lydia Middleton, and I'm here today with Aylin Interview, who is a candidate for the Director-at-Large position for the ASIS Board of Directors. Welcome, Aylin.
Hello, welcome.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions and give everybody a chance to get to know you a little better.
Sure.
So here we go. My first question, why are you a member of ASIS and what keeps you renewing every year?
So I'm a member of, or the decision was that I wanted to have a community regarding information science. And when I started to become a member, it was, I guess, 2015, 2016, and I was a student, a master's student or bachelor student. And as I said, my community were mostly my colleagues and my students. And within an information science community, it is useful or also good if you have a chance also to be internationally connected. And that was also one reason then why I become an ASIS member, and also because the other colleagues or postdocs were also already ASIS members. So that was also why I wanted to be part of this as well. And yes, regarding the other, maybe more important question, renewing each year, as I said, the feeling of community is for me very important, especially looking at it internationally. I mean, of course, in my own country or in my own city, there are, of course, colleagues, as I said, and friends, but looking internationally, it's always good to have a community and to be connected with people, for example, here in the United States and Africa. And I think that has a big value to have this connection and to have this feeling of a community, and always at meetings or conferences to meet new people, but also to have the chance to meet old friends. That is very important for me and the reason why I'm still an ASIS member, but also looking at research collaborations. So there are not only many different and diverse people, but there are also a lot of different research topics and preferences. And I think that's also a good value to have this in mind and to see if there are any chances for research collaboration, and of course, sharing and collecting experiences. That's why I'm still also a member of ASIS, because I think that's what I can get from being a member.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, what particular skills and experience would you bring to your role on the board?
That was a tough question, or that is a tough question. So I would say, first of all, the different perspectives I collected during my terms as officer. So I was a chair, I, of course, past chair, but also newsletter officer, website officer, membership officer, right now the cabinet director. And I think that's something that is good, because with that, I had the possibility to join in different roles and to look on all of different aspects from different perspectives. And I think that's also very valuable. Going back to my academic stage, I think that I started as a student, continued as a doctoral student, and right now as a postdoc is also valuable, because there are also different perspectives on looking what are the need, what are the values, why I would join, for example, ASIS. And of course, during all the time I was working in a team, and I think the teamwork would also be something that I'm bringing with to the board.
Terrific. Okay, what aspects of the current strategic plan would you be interested in focusing on during your tenure on the board?
So there are a few. So the one thing is especially the mentoring program, or rather goal 1, support, engage, and grow the community. I also think the reason why is because I also started with the new leader program back in 2017, and I see a big value in this. So for example, if I'm a student and I'm not well connected with the people at ASIS or with the different roles, this is really a great opportunity. And that is something where I also would like to ask you, because there is one point in the strategic plan where it stands pending action, and it was something with the fellow program, I guess. There was also something I wanted to ask you, how the progress is with that, because that is something I'm interested in, and also looking to industry partners, practitioners, because I think that's also very valuable also for students who maybe not always working in academia, but also need or would like to go at any time outside of academia. And of course, I'm located in Germany, in Europe, And that is also something regarding goal 1, where I would try also to have a look on it and to think how we can get also more people from Europe, or especially from Germany, and what changes, but also the challenges, for example.
Terrific.
I also have some ideas for goal 3, improve knowledge sharing opportunities. And I'm remembering that this was already a topic, but only to bring it up, I guess one value could also be for ACES to providing things like summer school, workshops, certificates, tutorials. So something where, again, so I'm talking a lot of students, but where students can see, okay, when I'm joining ACES, it's not only about community and getting people knowing and networking, but it's also, for example, about skills that I can apply during my university time, or I can apply for my research. So again, like tutorials, hackathons, certificates, that was also something I had in mind.
That's great. All right, thanks. All right, and finally, what is not addressed in the current strategic plan that you think would be important for ACES to consider as it strives to be relevant in the future?
That was also a tough one when I'm listening to you. And when I'm still staying on the students, I would say also, again, something that is involving the student much more. There are already student chapters, and that is a possibility how students get a voice, can do something, but maybe much more simple, like meet and greet with students. So of course, there are already the chapters, but if we are looking to the chapters and the size of those student chapters, there's a huge gap when it comes to meetings, for example, organized by student chapters, and maybe more informal things also organized by the board, like meet and greet with students, where they can get to know, for example, you, Lydia, or also the president, and really like a coffee talk. That was something where maybe this is something that could be useful. And I also realized that the ASIS hours stopped to continue. I think that was also something that was very valuable for, again, people who don't have so much experience with ACES, for example, to get a feeling about who is there, what are their roles, what can I do here, or what can I learn here. There were 2 points. So that's not really a goal or something that needed to be written down in the strategic plan, but I think something that we can think about it in the next years generally, and to work on it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Aylin, for sharing your thoughts about ASIS and giving everybody a chance to get to know you a bit better. I wish you the very best of luck in the election.
Thank you. Thank you so much.